There's no question that Mother Gothel is one of the most believable villains Disney has ever created.
As you know, tomorrow is a very big
Rapunzel,
day.
look in that mirror. You know what I see? I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too.
In this video, we're gonna take a deep look into her character and understand why she feels so real compared to other Disney bad guys. First off, she doesn't actually think of herself as a villain. In her own mind, she's totally justified in what she does, and she doesn't see herself as bad like how we usually think of villains, such as Ursula from The Little Mermaid or Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty or Maleficent's own story. Instead, her whole motivation is pretty simple: she just wants to stay young forever. The magic in Rapunzel's hair is the key to that for her. To Gothel, this isn't about evil or being mean, it's about survival. She doesn't really care who gets hurt as long as she gets what she needs. Another thing that sets her apart from many other villains is how she goes about getting what she wants. She isn't the type to use brute force or physical violence unless she's backed into a corner. Instead, she relies heavily on emotional manipulation.
You are not leaving this tower! Ever!
She doesn't lock Rapunzel up with chains or guards, rather, she traps her emotionally, through fear, guilt, and a fake sense of love. The control she maintains over Rapunzel isn't about walls or locks, it's psychological and way more subtle. She constantly puts Rapunzel down, but she does it under the disguise of being honest. She throws in backhanded compliments that chip away at Rapunzel's self-confidence little by little. Gothel convinces Rapunzel that the outside world is dangerous and scary, and that no one except her can truly keep her safe. This kind of manipulation is sneaky and cruel, and it's exactly what makes her feel so real, because emotional control and abuse like this happen in real life. She is a great example of how love can be twisted into a weapon. She often tells Rapunzel that she loves her and acts like she's some kind of caring mother figure, always pretending to look out for Rapunzel's best interests. But the truth is, her love is not genuine or unconditional at all. It's not about Rapunzel's happiness or well-being, like any real mom's love should be. Her so-called love is completely selfish. She only loves Rapunzel because she has magical hair that keeps her young forever, and that's what she really wants and needs. So Rapunzel is more like a tool or a possession to her, not a person with feelings or dreams of her own. Now, things get really ugly when Rapunzel starts to question her or tries to stand up for herself and show some independence.
Rapunzel, I've spent my entire life hiding from people who would use me for my power. Rapunzel, when I should have been hiding from you. You were wrong about the world. And you were wrong about me. And I will never let you use my hair again.
Instead of supporting her or understanding her, Gothel reacts in a passive-aggressive way, or even becomes openly cruel. This fits perfectly with classic narcissistic behavior. A narcissist only values people as long as they serve a purpose or feed their own ego. As soon as a person stops being useful, they get punished emotionally or pushed away. That's exactly what happens with Gothel and Rapunzel. What also makes her so chilling is that she doesn't scare you with huge size, magical powers, loud explosions, or a big army of henchmen like many typical villains do. She doesn't need any of that. She is really good at manipulating people with her words. She's quick-witted, sarcastic, and always acts like she's the smartest person in the room. She knows exactly which buttons to press on Rapunzel to keep control over her, all while pretending to care and act concerned. It's the kind of control that doesn't require yelling or physical force. She keeps the upper hand by making Rapunzel feel guilty and by making herself seem superior and better. That's how she rules, with guilt trips and a constant sense of emotional dominance. Another important thing to know about her is that she's not a character who gets a redemption story. Nowadays, many villains in movies or shows get some kind of backstory that explains why they became bad, or maybe even find a way to turn good in the end. But Gothel is different. She never shows any real regret for what she's done. She never suddenly learns to love Rapunzel or changes her ways. She stays cold and selfish right up until the very end. And her defeat in the story doesn't come from some huge battle or grand dramatic moment. She loses because she simply loses control over Rapunzel. All of this combined is what makes Mother Gothel feel so real and believable as a villain. It's not because she has scary magical powers or looks monstrous, but because she reflects a kind of toxic emotional abuse that happens all the time in real life. She's the kind of person who hides harmful control behind a mask of fake love, uses gaslighting to confuse and keep someone dependent, and manipulates others through fear, guilt, and emotional pressure.